Hello, today we shall be talking about / reviewing Geostorm starring Gerard Butler. So, without further ado, shall we begin? Geostorm, starring Gerard Butler, Jim Sturgis, Abby Cornish, Ed Harris, and Andy Garcia. This is rated PG-13 for destruction, action, and violence, and it runs at 1 hour and 49 minutes long. And it is directed by Dean Devlin, and it is produced by Skydance and Warner Brothers. So now that that's out of the way, let's actually talk about it. This has to be classified as a action sci-fi because in reality, like, none of this stuff could happen. Like, pretty much in the year 2019. I think this came out in 2017, I want to say, so it wasn't the future for the time that it came out. But anyway, in the year 2019, like, the world has gone to hell, everything has gone bad. Like, the ice caps melted, California just dipped right in, and it wasn't just happening in the US, it was happening all over the place. So everybody came together as a whole, and they created Geo Boy, I believe it was called. Let's see the name of it. It was called... Alright, I want to say it is Geo Boy, but I could actually be wrong about that. But, anyway, Gerard Butler's character is the one that creates this mechanism. It can control the weather, so they're happy about that, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, like, once this movie, like, picks up, like, it's pretty much Gerard Butler gets fired by his younger brother, and then he just goes off and lives in seclusion. I believe it's 3 or 4 or 5 years later. I can't completely remember, but that time has passed, and then Gerard Butler is just kind of like just doing what he wants. He's fixing cars up, fixing engines, and he has a daughter that he sees like twice a month. And I believe it was in Abu Dhabi. They got like plummeted by this big ice storm. Now the weird thing with this, like, special effects are really good in some parts, and then other parts they're not. I don't know what it was, but there's this one part in I want to say it was China, like the gas main started exploding because they made it like so hot, so like things literally just started exploding because of Geo Boy. I believe it was Geo Boy. I don't know. That doesn't sound right, but that could be right. But anyway, we see this guy like driving through it, trying to get away, and buildings are falling. The special effects were really good on that, but when Gerard Butler's character finally gets back into it because his brother came to get him. He's like, "Oh, Geo Boy's going all wrong. We need your help, blah, 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 blah." And he says, okay. He's driving to the space station, and then you see at NASA plane after plane after plane after plane. And, like, the special effects, they weren't that good. I don't know what it was, but that scene, it was good. But anyway, this is pretty much like, once it gets going, it's disaster after disaster, and then it, like, slows down a little bit and doesn't do a lot, and then it's, like, disaster, disaster, and then, this will be a spoiler review, so spoiler warning now. Once they get to it, like, they realize that somebody has actually hacked Geo Boy. At first, they believe it's the president because he's the only one that can actually turn Geo Boy off. He uses his fingerprints and his eyes to do it, so that was that, and, once I realized it wasn't him, like, a lot of tables turned, and Ed Harris ends up being the actual villain of it. And if you've seen Ed Harris in anything else, he pretty much always plays a villain. He can never be trusted. So starting this off, like, I did not trust him. Now, with that said, like, this should definitely be under science fiction action, because it has to be, like, not like the real world. We could not control the weather. We could not do that. It was just, it's a fun premise. It's a fun movie if you don't take it too serious, which I didn't, so I enjoyed it. I know it got slammed with reviews, like, it wasn't that good, but I didn't think it was that bad personally. But, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. But that's just me personally. It's good, not great. I like Gerard Butler, so it was worth the watch. And that's about it. That is my review of Geostorm. So that was my review of Geostorm. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe so I know to keep making more of these. Thanks for watching as always, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!